Good afternoon. You're watching Daz Outdoors. As you can see, I'm already set up. I'll walk you through my sleep system in a minute. For those of you that are joining me for the first time, this is a bit of an impromptu, spontaneous camp. I only decided late yesterday I was going to come out. I've got a holiday next Friday down in Cornwall, the north coast of Cornwall, which I'm hoping to film. And I wasn't going to go away until my next planned camp, which is actually a community camp, Sticks It Mix. So that's Sticks Outdoors and Bushcraft and Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, along with Yarps Outdoors and maybe a few others. But that's 15th and 16th of November. However, the week I've had at work has been rather intense. I just needed to be out of the office, not just at home, sat in front of the TV, no different than looking at the monitor or a laptop as I do for my job. I just needed to be outside in amongst the greens or the golds, autumn colours of the woodland. So here I am. Didn't bother with the walk in, the meet and greet. So yeah, it's just going to be a spontaneous camp. This evening, I'm going to try to turn my Trangia into an oven because I have a lasagna. And I'm going to show you my makeshift steam rack you can buy for Trangias, but I've made that up. So basically it just sits, it will sit off the base of, let's take that out, sit off the base rather than burn. It's already in a foil. You see that? Like that. I'll bring you back for the dinner in a little while. And the idea is then is to pop that on and hopefully make some form of oven. With that, I'll be drinking tea, not beer. However, I do have some rum this evening in a hip flask, and yeah, so I'll bring you back when it's nearer dinner time. But I'm gonna show you my sleep system as I always do, something slightly different. For those joining me the first time, then hopefully you can see what I use. The Bobcat is a wee bit smaller than the Jackal 2, but as we go in, I've got my kitchen. My little table there, which is good because storage beneath that. Hip flask with the rum over the back, some water, milk, everything ready to go, tea bag in the cup. Down the other end I've got my pack with the rain cover on because even the slightest condensation, I don't want a wet pack in the morning. That will live in the vestibule. And then starting at the very base, foil mat on top of that, close foam sail mat. And then the big Agnes Rapide SL 4.8 R value supposedly. Memory foam pillow inside a Trichology or original Trichology aloof pillow without the air bladder, and a flannel Amazon one behind that. And the Thiophan 900 OEX. Let's bring you back out a bit. Sleeping bag to be used as a quilt tonight. And that is the Bobcat in its entirety. Some of you may have already seen this on YouTube. They're on about a modification by putting, you can get these and put in one there and one the other side. But I find by just bringing your guide up, you can use a trekking pole, a stick. That's actually from my exhibition tarp. So it pulls it away, and then rather than peg out your middle peg along the back fly, just bring it level or parallel with the other two corners, and that seems to do the trick. But another little hack as well, inside here you can always drop one of these little toggles down and it brings it away if there's not too much gap, or put a bottle of water in the end there. That tends to weigh it down, brings the inner fly away from the outer fly. And there we are. Right, let's get this lasagna on. So Trangia lit, turn that right down. It's on. And the idea being now, this will form a lid. Sorry, did you see that? Lasagna in there on top of the steam rack that I fashioned at home on a very low heat, and that is the top of my oven. So I'll bring you back in about 20 minutes. I'm going to check it then. Oh, right, why the lasagna's in the oven? I'm going to have a rum. It's actually Mount Gay Eclipse, a limited edition. I think the original Mount Gay was just Mount Gay. One of the oldest rums in the world, I think, from the island of Barbados in the Caribbean. Now, the glass is a nosing glass. It's actually from the Glen Turret Distillery, which is actually the home of famous grouse in Perthshire. If you're ever up that way, have yourself a tour. Do the Wee Dram Slam tour. You get preferential treatment. Costs about 25 quid, but what you get is fantastic. So, yeah, I thought I'd bring a glass tonight. There's another reason why I'm bringing this out is I'd like to toast somebody a little bit later on. But let's give this a go. Apparently, there was a leaflet in there, not just to win a Caribbean cruise, but it also said it has been known to cause some side effects. Now, I've drank rum over the years. I've been to an island called the Dominican Republic, and I bought some lovely rum back called Bermudez. It's very expensive to have it exported from there. So if you're over there, try Bermudez. But for the here and now, I've got this Mount Gay Eclipse, drinking it neat, no rum and coke tonight. But like I say, going back to the little label on the top of the neck, side effects, it said something along the lines of, you could struggle with speech if you drink too much, you could sway around. Some people have known to sort of blaspheme and suffer with Tourettes. Well, I don't think there's any truth in that. Let's have a little taster. Let's put the lid back on that. Pop that in my little side pocket. That's made for an 8-ounce hip flask, yeah. So let's give this a go. I'm sure many of you have tried this Mount Gay Eclipse. If not with Coke, try it on its own. I did sample some last night. But for the purpose of the camera. And like my good friend Yarp says, we don't mind compromise on extra weight, whether it's a glass, whether it's a table, a chair. When you get to camp, you've got to be comfortable. So, I've got to say, that is an exceptional rum. In comparison to your Captain Morgan Malarkey and all this Bacardi spice, this really is good. Tourettes. Yeah, mind you, it's fucking good. Right, so microphone's on. I've changed from the pot to the pan to bring the top oven, if you like, down lower so that the heat that projects up bounces back down. So I put that on at 10 to 6, and now we're 25 past, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40 minutes, which you would expect in your oven at home. So I'm going to take this off now, put a knife in the middle, and that is piping hot. Let me just pop that down there. Look at that, it's even browned on the top again. Beautiful. And by having that, oh, just put a hole in the bottom of the Trangia. That is not good. How on earth did that happen? Hole in the bottom of the Trangia pot. Let me investigate that and come back to you, because that is not good at all. Right, let's bring you back. There's a hole in the bottom of my Trangia. On the inside you can see the steam rack that I made, which is steel on aluminium. Now whether the steel got hotter and burnt the aluminium, fortunately the base of the foil there didn't burn through, so I've got a meal this evening. But I'm not satisfied with the aluminium pot of a Trangia. I would not expect it to do that. If anybody knows why it done that, please let me know in the comments. Maybe the heat from the steel projected more heat to the base of the pan, but I've never seen anything like that. I mean, 35-40 minutes heat. Are these just designed to do 10-15 minutes? Boiling water for a few minutes and boiling the bags? I don't know, but that is piss poor. Look at the state of that. Not impressed with that. One Trangia pot, absolutely bollocks. So I need to make inquiries about that. I ain't going to get my money back, I'm sure, from Go Outdoors, but I want to know why it done that. Maybe something I've done wrong. Anyway, while that's cooling down, oh, and the other thing is as well, burnt a hole in my porch ground sheet, and there's a bit of the molten, not molten lava, but aluminium, melted aluminium. Well, there we go. Excuse me. So I'm going to get on and eat my hot meal, because like I say, that didn't burn the bottom, and I'm not going to get poisoned. So there's the foil. I've eaten the lasagna. So fortunately I did have a meal. This is cold to touch now. Now, let's kneel down. Should I have put some water in the base of that before I put my foil with the lasagna in, and the lid to form the oven? But then surely that would have boiled. Or do I need to keep topping it with water? I can't understand it. Please let me know what I've done wrong. I'm just at a loss as to what the fuck's gone on. Right, after that Trangia fuck up, I've washed up, and I'm going to have another rum and start to enjoy a bit of the evening. No rain. That'll do nicely. Well, cheers everybody. I hope I've not got the head torch on, I don't think I have. So as I mentioned earlier, I'd like to toast somebody I hadn't seen for nearly 30 years. You know, we all lose touch with friends that we've known over the years for various reasons. It's nobody's fault. We move areas, we move jobs, we did different partners, etc., etc. And when I go back to my hometown, is in Alton in Hampshire, pretty much where I grew up. You know, you make some friends, you make some enemies, but that's all part of life. But one guy in particular, I learned the other day, he's a couple of years younger than me, about 57, passed away. He was living in the Philippines or Thailand. I've got mixed stories, but the fact is he's passed away. So wherever you are, Jimmy Small, rest in peace, mate. Love you dearly. Always be in my heart. We had some fantastic times. Jimmy was one of these people, larger than life, loud and proud, not everybody's cup of tea. He wasn't one of these people that dress it up, go around the houses. He'd be direct and tell you exactly how it is. And you knew where you stood with him. I always thought when I went back to my hometown of all the people I've bumped into and not seen for many years, I'd end up having a drink with Jimmy, only to learn that he wasn't even living in the country. So, wherever you are, Jimmy, hope you're fucking tearing it up there, mate. And we will meet again. Love you dearly. Cheers. Oh. Ah. Who sang that song? Live forever. Or are you going to live forever? Well, we ain't. None of us are going to live forever. We know that. So whilst you're alive, get out there and fucking enjoy yourself. And that is good night from me, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. What a lovely morning it is as well. Start the day with a nice cup of tea. I'm not really a coffee drinker. And to go with my tea, I've got two lovely custard tarts. So I've got a bit of egg in there, look. No bacon and sausage with it, but that'll do me nicely. Slept very, very well last night. Forget the limited space in the bobcat in comparison to the jackal, but as I said last night, it was a bit of an impromptu, I can't even say the word, spontaneous one. Decided on the Friday, come to yesterday, Saturday, so slung it together. But it's nice to use the variation of the equipment you have. Enjoyed the lamp last night, just enjoyed the whole evening, and it really is a clear sky. So still in here. Oh, and the realisation that the clocks, I got up at about 20 past 7, which is actually 20 past 6. So we're now, well, it would have been 10 to 8. We're now 10 to 7 now, opposed to 10 to 8. So, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the morning, slowly pack away. May upload this evening. We'll see how we go. Ooh. See if I consider the content to be good enough. But yeah, so I'll come back to you when I'm packing away. Look at that beautiful clear sky up there. And my surroundings this morning, oh too familiar, but never tire of these beautiful surroundings and woodlands. And there we are, leaving no trace as always. Flat patch of grass, rubbish bag ready to go, little cool bag I can hand carry. What a wonderful evening. Okay, that's it from me. Another wild camp over. Really enjoyed it. Whatever you're doing this weekend, hope you have a good one. And the next time you see me on a wild camp will probably be 15th and 16th of November, community camp, should I say. So I'll be in Cornwall as from next Friday, the 1st of November, for a week. and I think I might film a bit of footage of the North Cornwall coast and little pretty villages and the hidden gems down there. So thanks very much for watching Daz Outdoors, and I'll see you on the next one.